Menteri Rangba ke Jela Meghalaya Conrad K Sangma ulaong bak Srar Jela kan beteng ban bay tengka ban kyntiew ke puli puti bat kan shnaru I jaka puli ki babha nak benta ki keran puli higher and technical ha ke Jela habakran nak chingilang pli jingtei bat thamai Sora Government College bakantobik academic block ki hostel na benta ki samla puli shenrang bat kentai ha ke chingidan lang ke menteri badai khmi ka koi ka khya ka Dr. Mezel Amprin Lingdo Bat Menteri Ketenat Puli Rakam K Sangma hakalai pautrek kula lengkot acara pesau Menteri Rangba ula pentip bagi kedan puli higher and technical kin salongi ba mentoi ba nomor center ban puli kham syakmat hak subject science engineering but architecture and shnano ag jela ulang ba barok ki government secondary school ag jela kin yo mang tengka ban tei penthamai la de ban penbhai ki Ulaong bapalat archar sanspa teli ke lower primary school lada penbit penbiang hakamang tengka ke balong archar sanspa klur. Ulaban curru bak jingpyndonkam di ikut NCERT hak Meghalaya Board of School Education kan penmentoi ban kyntiew khynnah puli. Hak di kesngi lay don langru dubba lakmen remboy MLA ke Amlarem Chief Advisor Swarjala uba balajit senrem MLA Shela uba Kevin M William MLA ke Sora nalor kiwi pat. Kini jingtai gila orlong tang hadin licenem bala bu maunong rem. But nagamang tengka kabalong karar kulur tengka naga state fund for provincialized colleges.
We will continue to make these reforms. We will continue to invest in education. We will continue to improve the education scenario. In the next few, maybe months and a couple of years, you will see a science college, an engineering college, an architectural college, the law university and medical colleges. All of these are in the pipeline as we speak, and hence higher technical education will get a boost like never before in the history of our state. And that's the kind of passion with which we work, because we believe in investing, as I said, in our resources, investing in our greatest resource, which is the youth of our state. Having said that, I also want to share with you that recently we had made a change in the textbooks. And a lot of people had concerns why we're changing textbooks. And you'll come to know that mostly the textbooks have been changed for subjects like mathematics and science, which are uniform throughout the world. So there is no real change in content. And therefore, and other subjects, of course, we are taking NCERT guidelines and the framework, and we're adapting it, as mentioned by our Education Minister, to make sure that our local and our traditional knowledge is not lost. And we will adapt it and make sure that the textbooks are Meghalaya textbooks, but in conformity with NCERT guidelines. And I'll tell you why we did that. We did that because you know that Meghalaya's rankings every year are low when it comes to their performance grading index. So you'll hear all these newspaper clippings coming out saying Meghalaya is at the bottom. Yes, we have tough time. It's not easy to change something that has been there for the past 45 years in a matter of just 5 years, especially a sector like education. But I just want to share with you a simple decision of bringing the NCERT guidelines and norms allows us to map, as per the performance grading index, the learning outcomes that are there. These are already mapped in NCERT books, whereas under the embossed textbooks which we used to have before, these were not mapped. And hence the learning outcomes is the basis on which the performance grading index is actually given. So a simple step of taking the NCERT books will now give us anything between 15 to 25% improvement in our markings just by adopting NCERT books. And not only that, you won't believe it, that some of our textbooks, what we study in class 8 in emboss, the textbooks we had before, it was being taught in NCERT in class 5 and 6. And hence, there was a huge gap between the quality of the content that our students were being taught, and hence obviously, it would affect them when they would go to higher education and when they would start competing with the rest of the country and the rest of the world. I would like to also share with you that Honorable Minister has discussed this matter of commerce and science stream to be brought into the different government colleges, especially keeping in mind the new education policy, which is now there, where we require multidisciplinary subjects in different colleges, and therefore obviously government colleges will have to take the lead. And hence the proposal is with finance and with planning, and very soon this should be coming up to the cabinet. And as was mentioned by our Honorable Minister for Health, where she mentioned that science and commerce stream are absolutely necessary for our children so that they can get better opportunities in the future. And hence, since the cabinet has not passed it yet, I cannot say that it is passed. But let me just share with you and tell you, as the Chief Minister of the state, and as the, obviously who chairs the cabinet, I can tell you the day it comes to the cabinet, it will be approved and it will be cleared, because we are very clear in our mindset that we will never compromise on education. And we will do our best in order to be able to invest in all of you. It will be, again, a tough decision because the financial impacts are there. The financial implication may go up to, I'm told, anything between 10 to 15 to 20 crores annually. So it's not a small amount. That's not for just one college. We're talking about multiple colleges. But the file has not come to me, so I've not been able to study it in detail. But whatever information or inputs I got in the past few days, the impact is going to be definitely 10 crores plus. And hence we will have to make sure that the resources and all the other funds are available. And of course, just to share with you, this is over and above, obviously, the 2,000 crores that we spend on education salaries every year.